Hi guys, and welcome back to this week's vlog. And today's an exciting vlog because Danny and I are going for a lesson at Down Farm. So it's about either an hour or just under, and you guys will know where it is because if you watch my arena eventing vlog, God, way back in January, that's where it is. But I'm not sure if it's going to be out in the outdoor arena where the arena eventing vlog was, or if it's going to be in the indoor arena. It's obviously going to be jumping. The instructor is Tim Cheffings, who we also had for the Pony Club arena eventing lesson. But today this is not a Pony Club lesson or a private lesson. I have actually joined the riding club. I only actually joined last week and only booked this lesson on Friday or Saturday it was. I've been wanting to join the riding club for a very long time, and we finally have because they've got lots of stuff on. So one of the things is Tim Cheffings lessons every single month up until Christmas, and then obviously when we go into the new year they will start doing a lot more things. So I have no clue who's going to be in my lesson, but I have picked the group where it's going to be between 60 and 80 centimetres. So that is the height that we do jump up to, is 80. So God knows actually how, well, obviously the highest we're only going to jump today is 80, but God knows if we will actually get to that height today or if we'll just stay at 60. I don't really have a clue about it like that. My lesson isn't until 7 o'clock tonight because I've actually had college today, and my college is 9 till 4, and it would have been too much of a rush. Well, I generally wouldn't have been able to have got there for 5 o'clock because we would have had to have been left before 4. So the lesson after was for the bigger heights, so I've had to go 7 till 8. So it is going to be a late one tonight, but I was very lucky that I actually managed to come out of college early today. I come out at 3:30. So today was my first full day. So when I say that, I went in twice last week. One day was for 2 hours and the other day was for 4 hours. But then today, which is Wednesday, tomorrow and Friday, I'm in 9 till 4. But sometimes we are lucky enough where we can come out a bit earlier, which is good. But because obviously I'm new to it, it was my first proper day today, I'm still kind of getting used to the routine and how everything's working. So I obviously had to allow time for if I did come out at 4 because I wasn't really sure. I'm all dressed. I've actually got on the new Marine, I don't really know how you say it, jumper. I've got my Aztec Diamond leggings, joppers on. You'll have just seen Dawn in the background. And then I have on these equestrian socks, which, God, I've had these for so many years. And then once I got this jumper, I actually realised that the socks match the jumper, which is cool. And then I just have on a black long sleeve top underneath because I would have worn a base layer, but I don't have them at home, so I've just had to pick out a long sleeve top. But depending on what the weather's like when I get there, if it's cold, because obviously it's going to be a bit later on, whether I'll ride in my jumper or my long sleeve top. So my mum's actually already gone and got the trailer because she finished work early today. So as soon as she finished, she went and got the trailer so that it wasn't so much of a rush. So basically both the ponies are still out in the field. I will get them in a minute and give him a good groom, put his boots on, etc. And again, I'm riding him in a pelham because if you watch my Pony Club lesson a few weeks ago with Zara, I told you about me riding in a pelham, so I'm going to just try and ride him in a pelham now, only for jumping that's going to be. And yeah, that's basically it really. I just want to mention, because in my last jumping vlog I said that I was going to arrange a lesson with Zara, and I basically still am, but I don't know when, because when I was going to message her to arrange it, when I got back after the lesson on the Saturday, when we took the trailer back, we realised that we had a puncture, so obviously I didn't know when we'd actually get that sorted, so I didn't bother messaging her. Oh, Dawny's going for a little roll. And then the day that we was actually going to get the tyre sorted, our car broke down on us up here. So obviously then that had to go to the garage, and it took a day or two to get that all sorted, and then we still had to do the tyre, etc. And then when I messaged Zara to book a lesson, I was hoping to go one day last week, but she was off to France, which is very nice. So she said it's not going to be until after the 24th, but because I'm having a lesson today, it'll be another few more weeks, but I will have another lesson with her, just don't know when, so that vlog will be coming. Really looking forward to the lesson tonight, because obviously it's going to be a new place where we haven't been in a few months. There's going to be new people as well, and if you don't know, a riding club is quite similar to a pony club, but instead of it being children, it's mainly adults. You will get obviously people around the same age as me, or a bit older, or like a little bit younger, but they are mainly like a lot older, and you can have like up to 70-year-olds or older riding and things. So it's basically more for adults, but you can do teams and stuff like that. It's also really good as well because obviously Tim knows Danny and I from the arena eventing lesson, and also like a year or two ago I had a lesson with him, and that was actually in the indoor arena. So he has only taught us twice so far, but he kind of knows where we're at, if that makes sense. So at least like we're not completely new, having a new instructor, and he's trying to suss out what my riding's like and how Danny is and things, because he already knows us, and I would imagine that he already knows the other two that's going to be in my group, because there's only 3 of us that is in the group, which is really nice because it's not too big. I'm hoping it's going to be in the outdoor arena, just because the outdoor arena is so big, we're going to have lots of space. Although the indoor school isn't small whatsoever, but I'd just rather be in the outdoor. But because my lesson is so late, I don't think it gets dark. I think it's about 8:30. But there's going to be another group after me, 8 till 9. So obviously it's going to be dark. So I imagine we will probably be in the indoor just for the lights. But we might go out in the outdoor, and then the other group might just have to go in the indoor. So I don't really know how it all works with the riding club or down there or anything, because I've only had like ones in the daytime and things with him. But yeah, just stay here guys and wait for my lesson basically. That guys is how good my horse is. I was literally walking up to get his head collar, and as I was walking up to the field, he followed me up and put himself in the stable. So all I've had to do is shut the door. You're a good boy, aren't you, Dan? Let's get you all sorted.
When love comes in, ooh, la, la, la.
Sorry guys, lighting isn't very good, but Dan's been brushed. You would have already seen it on the time lapse. Had his tail all brushed through. He's wasted all the hair on the floor. Brush, brush, brush. He's also had his mane brushed. Now I've just got to put the tendon boots on. He's got his hay net and everything in there, so it's literally tendon boots, and then when it's time we will load him up. Got Dan's tendon boots on, which is Lemur, and Lemur just a normal rubber overreach boots, fronts and backs. Now that's done, all ready to go. I'm just gonna put my long riding boots on, and then it's just hat and gloves when I get there. My boots are on. It's 5:30. We will be leaving in 10 minutes to allow ourselves a full hour, because we can't remember if it takes us under an hour or an actual hour. So we've allowed ourselves a full hour because we hate rushing. So then we've got plenty of time to tack up and things. I said
It's perfect.
You can nip there if you know.
Not for half an hour.
Yeah.
The lights and stuff can be quite spooky in the last thing, so don't take it for granted.
Go on, Mouse.
Leg up. Leg. Good. Well done. Give a pat. Change your own leg and come once again. Because he went, but he was a bit lucky, so.
She hadn't jumped him in a while. Neither, so.
ready to get too long. Keep your leg off. Keep down, keep down, keep down, keep down. Good. Well done. Well, you don't count to anything, you know.
Yeah.
Like she should have canted him.
Go on, Mills, canter. Go on, Mills, canter.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay.
Need to canter from the corner, babes.
I'm going to take the top pole off. Make it go. No, not make it, you know what I mean. And then come again straight after. Okay, go on, kick. Good, that's it.
Canter, babes.
Leg. Good, well done. That's it. Good. Once again there. That's it.
I've got something wrong with my phone.
Okay. When he does that, more than capable. Don't drop the rein until he takes off. Hold the rein and let it. Oh, leg.
Mum can't breathe neither.
Right, lower it down.
She'll love this.
A little bit. Come on,
Leg. Good boy.
She has to.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
See, I don't think he's enjoying it now, Dan.
Just hold it there for a minute. Okay, let's try again. Some horses are sprinkier than normal under lights. I don't know why.
It's not.
Not that's an excuse, but they are. Kick it. Good. Right, keep riding. Get a little look. Just turn around in front of this one and just try that one. He almost went to that one. Okay, go.
Well done.
That's it. Big pat, straight round to them again. Go on, kick it. Try once more, same. That's it, well done.
And very similar horses in lots of ways.
Tap up on the neck, go on, leg.
They both shied at the wings as well, didn't they? Unusual environment.
I don't think Tim remembers it because we've been.
Go on, leg. Good, that's it, keep rolling.
We ain't gonna jump that one.
Again, circle around, jump that one again.
Must be very tiring for her.
Terrifying tonight.
It's not tonight, it's every time.
That's all right, just lower it home. I don't want it to keep you off it, so I'll do it possible.
Probably if she was to give him a.
Thompson Field. We
Yeah.
did that. And then they also have like some of the people obviously have pretty big houses and their own schools and stuff, and they let you go and ride in their schools for free and stuff like that.
Oh,
It's quite
fantastic.
nice, yeah. And you use the riding club to jump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Go on, right, kick. Good, big pat, well done.
I wasn't even watching her, I was still videoing. Well done.
That's it. Straight round again.
Easy this time.
Go on. Then walk up to it. I don't think you notice how I change anything. He notices, doesn't he? Okay.
Oh, I didn't even notice it.
Did you
changed.
not? I did. Still not videoing it.
Go on. That's it. Straight. Let go. Go on. Keep riding down the blue one next to it. Blue one. That's it. Let go. Keep down.
She tried.
Warm up, thanks. No, not okay.
Okay.
That way. So all the way round back over the wall. That's it. If you're unsure, just do a circle. It doesn't matter tonight. It's not a competition.
Which one's the one like that one?
This one, yeah.
That's it.
Big one.
Yeah, well done. Good. Make sure you get straight. Go on. That's okay. Good. I'm going to lower it down. So I want him to go confident tonight. Try not to pull him round the corner. Try and kick him round it if you can. It's easier said than done, I know. Let's pick up the counter. Oh, keep the energy. Keep the energy. Go on. Okay. Now it's the kids to the green.
Savage.
Coming.
Go on.
Come on, keep moving. Go on, kick. Good, well done.
She's
You
out.
made you work for that, didn't you?
Got him when he was just like 3. I think he was 3 or something.
Right, they got good. Just
But
make
anyway,
sure you're
Holly was
straight.
determined that he would never wear shoes.
Yeah.
So because he's never had them, his feet are quite hard. And then in the winter she sprays them with iodine and stuff to help and
Okay.
hardens them up. And she does have to, I think, watch the amount of road work that she does do in the winter. But yeah, it's fine because they're quite expensive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Don't give up, yeah?
So it is
Run a bit naughty
a big
today.
bonus
Jump that
not
loads
having
of
to
times
have
now.
them. Definitely.
Mm.
That's it. Turn. Right, kick. Good. Keep riding. Like that, good. Well done. Now the blue one next to it.
It's doing well.
She'll be in agony later.
Now you warm up, Bets. Back to the first. Go to the back. Alright. Good. Really good. Now you like. You want to keep it going? Keep going.
Last one. Go on.
Good. Show the red flags once more. Have you got enough? Just the flags. Go on, keep going.
Oh, she's still doing that one as well.
Apology guys about the lighting, it is actually 9:50. But anyway, you guys will have already have seen all the footage. I am super proud of Dan, so you will have seen that we had quite a lot of refusals. It was mainly at that plank and it wasn't even scary whatsoever. Like, I still now don't know what the problem was with that plank, because down at the other end you wouldn't have seen from the angle, but there was fillers and they were like Union Jack, there was an orange one, there was pigs, and they were like proper close, they wasn't out at the side. And I thought that was going to be like the main problem out of all of the other jumps at the top. But Dan flew every single one of them with the fillers underneath, and I just could not believe it. But this one plank was the problem. One thing that I was really surprised about, because the group that I was in was height to 60 to 80, I took it that they would start at 60 and then near the end we would finish at 80, or depending who obviously was jumping the height in the group. But Tim, literally the minute I got in there, I was warming him up and things, and I was expecting to start off like cross poles like Zara does, then eventually go up to straight bars and then get bigger. But he put every single jump up at 80 to start off with, and I was like, oh my god, because I know Dan, he's completely fine with the height, but he doesn't like to be starting at 80. He likes to start off a lot smaller and then work his way up to like build the confidence up with him. But he started them all at 80, the straight bars, and he put this oxer in. He did put in one cross pole for us, so he said to us you can trot or canter, and we all trotted to it, because I like to trot into them to start off with to make sure that he's actually going to jump it with me, because I wasn't sure, and he jumped it no problem at all. And then Tim put round a straight and he jumped it no problem at all, and I was so happy, because let me just put in, Dan has not been in that sand school for 2 years. We have not jumped in there, so he hasn't seen any of the jumps, and I was so proud of him, the fact that he just went in there and he jumped them to start off with, and then he put it straight up to an oxer at 80. And I literally can't remember if he jumped it the first time, I'm pretty sure he did, and then he jumped it completely fine, and then the second time he put the white plank underneath the oxer, and Dan was like, nope, I'm not jumping that. And then we went back round again, and then he jumped it, and then we went back round again, and then he refused, so Tim put it down lower. And then we went to the planks, and that was literally our biggest problem. We had the most refusals at them. I did obviously get him over it after a few refusals, and then when we was doing the full course, I got him over it without a refusal, which I was really pleased with. And then I went round the course again and he stopped with me, but I got him over every single one of the fences, but the only ones had the problem was with the green one. But it was really funny because Tim put it down and Danny jumped over it no problem, and then the second time Tim changed it slightly, and I had no clue that Tim done it. I just took it was exactly the same from the first time we jumped it, and Dan knew that Tim done something different because we was just cantering up to it and he put in a stop with me, and I was thinking, why has he stopped? And then I realised that Tim changed it, and Tim looked up and went, oh, he's really funny because he doesn't like it when it's changed, and he knows. So I turned him around and then popped him back over it, and then when we done the course he jumped that completely fine. But my positives are, I always have to come back with positives, is we got over the first few jumps no problem at all, which is a big thing. We haven't jumped there in 2 years, so it was spooky. Also, Tim said with the floodlights on, the horses see the jumps different from the lighting compared to us, so that makes it more spooky for them. So also that he hasn't seen the jumps in a very long time, and they're very different to Croxley. But the main thing is we got round every single one of them, and I've done 2 courses where I got round every single one without a refusal, and then the second time I obviously had the refusal at the plank, but every other ones was not a problem. And the ones that I thought was going to be the problems was with all the fillers literally underneath, and he did not even look at them. He jumped them as if it was just a normal fence, so I'm really happy with that. It's definitely a learning curve. There's another lesson with Tim there next month, so hopefully next month we will get round over the plank without any refusals, and hopefully we'll just get better. But I'm really pleased with Dan with how he went today. He did off-seat me quite a few times, and I sat the refusals and didn't fall off, so that's another positive. So I'm really happy with him, and we'll see how next month goes, and hopefully I'll get him over the planks first time. So anyway guys, we're gonna go home now, so please make sure that you like and subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed watching this vlog, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!